When you find yourself in relationships, in friendships that are unhealthy, that are toxic, and you have the sense of responsibility to stay, even when it becomes abusive, not necessarily physical, but also emotional, and then you feel bound to these relationships, to these friendships. This is one of the ways you identify the spirit of rejection. I've been speaking about the spirit of rejection and what it does to your mind, what it does to you mentally. It holds you bound. And these are personal experiences that I've been sharing. So when you find yourself in this situation and you feel that, for me, is a false responsibility. You feel that false responsibility that you have to remain in this relationship. You always want to please them. You always explain yourself away. You always go out of your way to hold on to these friendships because of fear of the unknown. You just want to stay in there, even when they don't understand you, and you don't even know who you are. But I'm here to let you know that you are more than you know. Jesus wants to set you free. When I began this beautiful relationship with Jesus, I began to see and understand the meaning of friendship, what love is. I knew my confidence wasn't of me, but of Him. And He began to show me who I was and who I am, who He created me to be. I began to have that confidence. And it began to release me from that false sense of responsibility to remain in those friendships that were not healthy. I was bringing so much stress. But I held on to them. To know who I was, and my confidence began to grow. I was able to walk out of those friendships, and I was at peace. Jesus wants the same for you. See, Proverbs 17 verse 17 says, "A friend loves at all times." Jesus loves you always. He loves you with an unfailing love. That is what friendship is. So you don't need to feel bound to these relationships. You are more than you know. Even when you know not to do the things because sometimes you begin to do things you're not supposed to be doing in those relationships. And you know it's wrong, but you just want to keep the relationship. You just want to keep those friendships. You see, Jesus has a life of abundance. He does not want you to remain in that bondage. He wants to set you free if you will let Him. He says in Matthew 11:29, He says, "Simply join your life with mine. Learn my ways, and you will discover that I'm gentle, humble, easy to please. You will find refreshment and rest in me." That is what friendship is. It says, "Casting all your cares upon Him, for He cares for you." And this is 1 Peter 5:7. Accept His love today, because He truly loves you. And He wants to set you free. He wants you to live your life fully and become that which He created you to be from the very beginning, if you would just let Him.